In a small town, there was a cozy little restaurant called the Corner Cafe. It was run by a friendly woman named Mrs. Johnson. The restaurant had red checkered tables and chairs that made it feel warm and inviting. When you entered, the smell of delicious food filled the air, making your stomach rumble with hunger. Every morning, Mrs. Johnson woke up early to prepare fresh meals. She loved cooking, and her passion showed in the tasty dishes she served. The menu had a variety of options, from hearty breakfasts to scrumptious dinners. There were pancakes, eggs, and bacon for breakfast, and sandwiches, salads, and pasta for lunch and dinner. The locals loved the Corner Cafe not just for the food, but also for the welcoming atmosphere. Friends gathered there to chat, families enjoyed meals together, and strangers became friends over a cup of hot coffee. One day, a curious girl named Lily walked past the Corner Cafe. The delicious aroma caught her attention, and she decided to go inside. Mrs. Johnson greeted her with a warm smile and handed her a menu. Lily looked at the menu, her eyes wide with excitement. "Everything looks so yummy," she exclaimed. Mrs. Johnson chuckled and recommended the special of the day, homemade lasagna. Lily agreed to try the lasagna and sat at a red checkered table near the window. While waiting, she observed the cozy decor and the friendly interactions between customers. When the steaming lasagna arrived, Lily took her first bite. Her face lit up with delight. "This is the best lasagna I've ever had," she exclaimed. Mrs. Johnson smiled, happy to see another satisfied customer. From that day on, Lily became a regular at the Corner Cafe. She brought her friends, and they all enjoyed trying different dishes. The little restaurant became a favorite spot for Lily and her friends to gather and share good times. As more people discovered the Corner Cafe, Mrs. Johnson decided to expand the menu. She added vegetarian options, soups, and desserts. The locals appreciated the variety, and the little restaurant became even more popular. The Corner Cafe also hosted special events. On weekends, there were live music performances, and on holidays, Mrs. Johnson decorated the restaurant with colorful lights and festive decorations. The small place turned into a lively hub of joy and laughter. One summer day, a group of tourists passing through the town found the Corner Cafe. Intrigued by the inviting atmosphere, they decided to give it a try. Mrs. Johnson welcomed them warmly and recommended some local specialties. The tourists were amazed by the delicious food and the friendly service. They took pictures and wrote about their delightful experience in the restaurant, sharing it on social media. Word spread, and soon, the Corner Cafe gained a reputation beyond the small town. With the increased popularity, Mrs. Johnson decided to open a little gift shop inside the restaurant. Locals and tourists could buy small souvenirs, such as handmade mugs, aprons, and jars of Mrs. Johnson's special sauce. As the years passed, the Corner Cafe continued to thrive. Mrs. Johnson, now a beloved figure in the community, still woke up early to cook with love. The red checkered tables were always filled with happy faces, and the laughter echoed through the cozy space. The little restaurant on the corner had become more than just a place to eat. It was a heartwarming haven where people came together, shared stories, and created lasting memories. The Corner Cafe was a reminder that even the smallest places could bring immense joy and connect people in the simplest of ways.